Hello everybody, Miss Winfield here with this week's maths. So let's kick off with a rewind, okay? And we're going to have a think, what did we explore last half term in maths? And we also did a little bit of this last week as well, in the first week of our new half term. So I can see a number line and I can see that this number line stops at the number 20. What do you think? So hopefully you said we were exploring numbers to 20 and we've been doing lots of subtraction, we've done lots of crossing the 10, counting back, that sort of thing. But we've been looking at numbers to 20. We've not looked at numbers greater than 20. So what do you think then we're going to be exploring this half term in maths? Let me give you a bit of a clue. Oh, I can see a balloon, a birthday balloon, and it's got the number 50 on it. So hopefully you have recognised that we're going to be exploring numbers to 50. So we are going to be looking at numbers greater than 20, okay? So what are we doing today? Well, today, Monday the 1st of March, we are going to simply count numbers to 20 and we're going to practice some new learning. And why are we doing it? So that we can use the correct number names and numerals for numbers beyond 20. So when Miss Winfield says correct number names, that's a really important thing, okay? Because sometimes, and I've noticed as a teacher that some children do this. Watch me, they say this. Let me think of an example. They would say 11, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20. Oh, did you see how Miss Winfield pronounced those numbers wrong? I didn't say them correctly, did I? I didn't say their names correctly because it's not 90, okay? If we're thinking about one less than 20, it's 19, okay? So we're going to be focusing a lot on pronouncing those names properly and making sure we write them down correctly as well. So let's have a look at our Discover. Okay, I can see a little boy and it looks like he's trying to build a cat. Okay, so within this book of his instructions, he's probably got an algorithm in there of how to make a cat. So the question is, count the bricks needed for the cat's body. Well, I can see here it says head. No, I don't want to count those bricks. And here I can see B-O-D-E, body. There we go. So I'm going to count these bricks. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in. And then I'm just going to ask you to pause the video there. And can you please count how many blocks the little boy needs to build the cat's body? Off you go. So hopefully you paused me and now we can come back together and let's count together. And I'm going to tick them off as we go to stop myself from over counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count with me. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm going to go beyond 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Did you get 30 as well? Fabulous. So let's zoom back out then. So we know that we need 30 bricks to build the cat's body. And the second part of the question says, how did you count them? Okay, well, how do I know that after 29 comes 30? Let's have a look. So this little girl is saying that after counting every 9, I need to make a new 10, okay? So if I count 9, I know the next number is 10. If I'm at 19, I know the next number is 20. I've made a new 10. If I'm at 29, okay, every 9, you need a new 10. If I'm at 29, my next number is going to be 30. I wouldn't say 29, 20, 10, because that doesn't make sense. And then after I count to 10, I start from 1 again. So, for example, 19, 20, I've made the 10. I've made a new 10, and now I can start from 1. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, make that new 10, 30, 31, and then you start from 1 again. So that's how I managed to count those blocks. So the next part of the discover says count all of the bricks needed to make the cat. We already know that in order to make the body, he needs 30 bricks, okay? So now we can put 30, not 13, 30 in our heads. My turn, 30, your turn. Super stuff. Right then, let's count how many more he needs. So we're going to start at 30 and we are going to keep going, okay? So 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So we know that altogether he needs 50 blocks to build the cat. And you can see here, this is where we got to. We started at 30 because we knew we had 30 for the body, and this person has counted on from 30, okay? And they've gone all the way up, counting all of these blocks like we just did until they landed on the number 50. So he needs 50 blocks altogether to build the cat. Let's have a look here then. I'm just going to cover part of the screen. It says, let's think together. Fill in the missing numbers. Can you pause the video and see what goes here in this sequence? What goes here? What missing numbers need to go there? Okay, so hopefully you recognise that on this number track, we're starting at 40 and I am being asked to find one more than 40. Okay, so I'm going to start my count at 40 and count one more. 40, 41. Okay, and I would write the number 41 like this because the number 41 is made up of 4 10s and 1 1. I wouldn't write the number 40 like this, okay, because that's only showing me that we've got 1 10 and 4 1s, which is equal to 14, not 40. So make sure you're being really careful as to which order you put the numerals in. So 40, 41, 42, 43. What one's next? Whisper it into your hand. Throw it to me. 44, there we go. Could be because one more than 43 is 44. Okay, so that's what I've used to help me work it out. Let's look at the next part then. Again, we've got to fill in those missing numbers. So can you pause the video and see if you can have a go? So hopefully you've paused me and you've had a go together. So this time our count starts at 28 because remember, our count does not have to always start at 0, okay? In this case, we're starting at 28. What is one more than 28? 28, 29. And that is 2 10s and 9 1s. And together it makes 29. But I've still got to find one more again. So what's one more than 29? 28, 29. Is it 2010? Is that right? No, silly Miss Winfield, it's 30. Because, like the little girl told us earlier, when we get to the number 9, we have to make a new 10. 28, 29, 30, 31. Now, I could see this as one more than 31, or I could see this as one less than 33. Doesn't make a difference to the answer because one more than 31 is equal to one less than 33. The answer is going to be the same. And I know that one less than 33 is 32. So I've managed to fill in the missing numbers. So let's have a look at this one. What are the missing numbers in the number line and the number track? So let's have a look at the number line, okay? It's the same thing. It doesn't matter whether it's a number track or a number line. We are still being asked to fill in those missing numbers. So this time we're starting our count at 30. My turn. 30. Your turn. Well done for not saying 13, okay, because this numeral here is not representing 13, is it? It's representing 30. 3 tens, no ones, 30. 30, 31, and then it said it then. You whisper it to your grown-up. Well done if you said 32. 33, and then we need to find one more than 33. 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Super stuff. So let's look at our last part of our Think Together. We're doing very, very well today. So it's a number track, okay, and we've got to fill in the missing answers. But, oh, I've just realised something. There is something very, very special about this number track and what we're being asked to do. Well, if that number's 40, well, that's it then. This number must be 41. What do you think? Do you agree with Miss Winfield or do you disagree? I'll give you a clue. If you're not sure, have another look at these numbers here. That will help you know whether we are counting forwards, okay, or are we counting backwards? So hopefully you said, oh no, Miss Winfield, it's not 41, because look, if that was 41, okay, that one couldn't be 38. It doesn't make sense. So this time we're counting backwards, okay? So I'm going to put 40 in my head and I'm going to find one less than 40. So 40, I'm going to need a number line to help me. Let me have a look. Let me see if I can get a number line. What do you think it might be, guys? Let me find a quick number line. I want to show you how you can use a number line to help you. Right, let me share this page with you. There we go. So I'm at the number 40, okay, which is here, and I'm wanting to find one less, okay? So I'm not going to be jumping this way, okay, because that is showing me one more. I'm going to be jumping backwards. So if I'm at 40 and I want to find one less than 40 is 39. So did you see how Miss Winfield needed to use a number line then to help me? And that's okay, because that's what I want you to do. Now, I'll tell you a secret. I knew the answer. I didn't need to use a number line, but I wanted to use a number line to show you that it's okay. If you think, oh, I could really do with just using a 10 frame or a number line or something to help me, that's what we want to see. Okay, so please never be afraid or think it's cheating to use resources to help you, because that's what they're there for. So, using my number line, I discovered that one less than 40 is 39. Okay, and now I can keep going, and then I'm going to need to find one less than this number. But let's start our sequence from the beginning. 40, 39, 38, 37. What comes next? In the sequence, we're counting backwards though, remember? So it's not going to be 38 because that would be one more. It's going to be 36 because that is one less. 36 is one less than 37. So let's have a look. I've included a challenge on this one because I know you are going to be super. So I can see a sweetie jar, and inside that sweetie jar, there are 50 sweets. How many sweets? 50, well done. There are 50 sweets in the jar. Take one out. So we've got 50 sweets, and I am going to find one less. I'm going to take one away. So if I take one away, how many sweets are there now? Can you whisper it into your hand? And throw it to me. 49. Well done, because one less than 50 is 49. But the question isn't finished yet. It says take out one more. Goodness me. So at the moment, I've got 49 and they want me to take out another one. So one less than 49 is 48. And if somebody were to say to you, well, how did you work that out? Let's see. I will count back from 50. And that's what we did. We used the number line. We started at 50, which is our whole, okay? And we counted back. So let's see what activities we've got planned for you today. So again, please don't worry if you've not got printers and things. You can just write the missing numbers in your books and you can look at the screen to count the bricks, okay? So, question 1, how many bricks are there? I simply want you to count the bricks, but be careful. Remember, if you are counting 40, make sure you're saying 40 and not 14. But if you're counting 14, make sure you're not saying 40. So, grown-ups, I want you to do me a job and make sure that your little people are making sure they pronounce those number names correctly. Number 2, easy peasy, complete each number track, but they might not always be going forwards. Some of them you might be counting backwards from 50. And number 3, complete each number line. So again, fill in the missing numbers. And number 4, explain what mistake Anna has made. I made this mistake earlier. So Anna is saying 38, 39, 30, 10. Oh, do we say 30, 10? She's got to the number 9. So her next step is to make the next 10, isn't it? So what has she done wrong and what should the answer be? And then I've included a challenge for you. Complete the circles for Jack. So Jack is saying that he wants to draw 39 circles. How many? 39. Well done. But you need to count how many has he got there at the moment, okay? And then how many more does he need? So I don't know how many he's got there. It's up to you. You need to count them. So if, for example, he had 10, how many more would he need to get to 39? If he had 15, how many more would he need? So I think today's activities are going to be really, really fun, okay? And I think you're going to have lots of fun with them, but you do need to watch out, making sure you're pronouncing the number names correctly, and even more importantly, when you're writing the numerals, making sure you are getting them the right way round. Because if I wanted to write 51, for example, okay, 51 is 5 10s and 1 1. It is not 1 10 and 5 1s. So even though you might think, oh, it doesn't matter, they've got the same numbers in, it's a 5 and a 1. No, it's really important that you get them in the right order because of their place value. So I hope that was okay and I hope you enjoyed it. Can't wait to have you all back in the classroom next week and I'll see you all later.